Welcome to Math 1430 Trigonometry. My name is James Fay. I'm going to be the instructor this summer. If you need to contact me, the best way is through my Rhodes email or through the Canvas app. I'll try to respond as fast as I can. The purpose of this video is to provide you with some insight on the course and just some navigation, tutorial type guidance information. Make it easier for you to navigate this first week of the course. One thing to note is that these videos throughout the course are created by Rhodes main faculty. I'm an adjunct, so these are not me. I'm solely here for you to ask questions, to grade, and give you as much dialogue and feedback as necessary per your questions. First thing to do here is click the Get Started checklist. I suggest you can find all this stuff elsewhere, but it's all kind of itemized here in a nice little window here for you to just go through quickly to make sure that you do everything, each of these introductory things. First thing is to print this off, print this schedule off. Everything in yellow here is a due date because everything's being truncated into a 8-week course. Due dates had to fluctuate a little bit between Wednesdays and Fridays, and you've got the first one here due. The intro assignments are due on Tuesday of this week. The 7-1, 7-2, 7-3, all of those are going to then be due on Friday, and then you can see the rest of these. It's pretty self-explanatory, I believe. So download that. It's a good thing to pace yourself. This course is free range. It's all open right now. You can do as much as you want working ahead. The only thing that I suggest is that you make sure that you do abide by these due dates. The exams, obviously, you cannot get to the exams until the date of the exam. But other than that, you should be able to work as far ahead as you need to or want to. Some of you have reached out about taking vacations and that sort of thing, so that's kind of the purpose of being able to work ahead. So get back to that. So download that, print that off. There's a reference sheet here that you can use for tests, quizzes, homework. It's a very thorough reference sheet. I strongly suggest printing that off as well. There's a syllabus quiz, there's an etiquette quiz, and there's an intro to my open math. These things, obviously, an etiquette quiz is just how to behave online in an online platform. The syllabus quiz, the first thing I would do is click on the syllabus over here. And this is going to look a little, student view is a little bit different than the view that I'm showing you right now. The syllabus should still be over here on the left. You can download the syllabus here. Basically gives you the overview of the course, a little bit of information about me, some expectations that we'll go through the course, learning objectives, that sort of thing. And it breaks down homework, exams, and final, and weighted averages. Then there's some institutional stuff down at the bottom. So scroll through that, read that. If you've taken courses at Rhodes before, it's very similar to any of those other syllabuses that you would have there. Under syllabus, it shows you the due dates of all your assignments, which is maybe another way of keeping pace with, in conjunction with that printout of the schedule. Over here it shows you, obviously, there's 20 points. 20% of your work is homework, video lessons, and journals, which is all essentially just homework, classwork. You're going to have 2 exams, which will total 50% of your grade, and then the final is a 30%, making up for that 100%. If you go to that intro to my open math. Intro to my open math. Okay, so this is going to link you to an online platform that we're going to do our homework in and our exams. What's going to happen here is it's going to show up. It's going to tell you how many points are on there. It tells you the due date, all that kind of stuff. It's going to walk you through a tutorial of how to submit answers in the online platform. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can select questions through the drop down, or you can just hit next question. If you get a question wrong, you'll get a similar question. You can click this button to get a similar question. Over here it shows you that you have 2 tries on this question, and then you can get 9 more similar questions. What that does, so essentially basically you have on each question and in this assignment, and you'll want to look at this on each assignment because it might change a little bit. But this will tell you that you've got a total of 3 times that you can answer this question wrong, and then it's going to leave you with the opportunity to regenerate a new question with 3 more opportunities. So ultimately, if you do the math, you get about 30 opportunities to get a question right. The purpose of that is homework is meant to be a tool to practice and to get better and refine skills. So the hope is that we utilize that and we can essentially get hundreds on each homework assignment if we put the time and effort into it. This is very important to go through this because there are some things you saw when I was here. It talks about late passes. It'll show you how to redeem those. If you miss an assignment, it's due date, you can redeem a late pass. I think you get in the course maybe 10 of those. But that's something you're gonna want to look through. Basically gives you an intro to, like I said, that platform. If you then go to modules, so all your work is going to be done in these modules. So I'm going to have this video is right in here. You've already introduced to get started checklist. The textbook is a free textbook. It's from OpenStax. It's Rice University. They have a conglomeration that creates of authors that creates free textbooks. So you can click on that link. It'll take you to textbook. Over here, you've got different options on how to view that textbook. So that's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm not going to get too much depth with that. I'll get back out of there. Let's go back to, obviously the schedule is there again. You link to your Netiquette and your syllabus quizzes. Exam expectations. So this is going to be something that you see June 17th is when you want to do this. Basically, it just lays out how you're going to take the exam, my expectations for you, and basically just says, it's 1 point. Yes, I'm aware of these expectations, and if I fail to do those, then that will obviously be reflected in my grade. You got exam reviews and keys here. Obviously, those things will be talked about a little more detail when we get closer to these dates. But you can look at those. I believe they're open right now. Basically, questions that you can work on, practice, and then at the bottom, there's the key to it. Okay, so that's available. And those of you that want to work ahead, obviously you can't work until the exam until the 18th, but and click on that, and it will take you to. It'll be a My Open Math on the 18th when that opens. You see at 12 a.m. When you do that, basically what's going to happen is you're going to print that test off. You're going to do the work on the paper, and then you're going to go back into My Open Math and type your answers in, so it'll grade it. But then you're going to upload your work as a PDF file to this Dropbox, and then I can go back and award full credit for those questions that you have work for. So when we get down here to Chapter 7, basically what's going to happen, 7.1 is angles. You're going to click on this. It's going to tell you your learning objectives. Those are our learning objectives. Click Next. It gives you the link to Chapter 7 readings. I strongly suggest doing those. The videos are good, but you're going to get a full amount of information through reading the text and watching the video. So now I clicked, and now we're looking in here at, so Cheryl is the lady that made these videos. It's an introduction to these videos, of these concepts that we need to learn in Chapter 7. I believe if you click this, so these are guided notes that are going to be useful for you. You can print these off and follow along in her videos. Be very useful instead of just watching the video and relaxing while I'm watching it. I'm actually taking the notes over. I think that's going to be beneficial to you. Then we're going to go back to click Next again. So then there's a video assignment. Again, it's in My Open Math. Click on it. It says to learn the material for this section, take notes while watching each video and demonstrate what you learned by doing the exercise below it. So we'll do that. So we'll watch this video and then we'll answer this question. And then you go to the next one, watch this video, answer the question. It's pretty self-explanatory. So we get 7.1 practice. So now this is just full-on practice of what we've learned in the videos. There's a activity about angular and linear velocity using this app called GeoGebra. Pretty self-explanatory. Read this through. And then there's some you click take the quiz. There's some questions here that align with the activity. Get out of there. You submit the quiz when you're done. Go back to modules. Alright, so this 7.1. Okay, then we'll just get into 7.2. Same idea, 7.3. So all these sections are kind of structured very similarly. We'll do chapter 7 review. Let's do the second. And then there's a journal. So the way the journals are, journal direct, click on journal directions. You're going to say take the quiz in the reference sheet and calculator. Keep track of how long it takes you to take the quiz. So then there's a rubric that goes with this quiz. So here's the quiz. Basically what's going to happen, you're going to take this quiz, time yourself, then you're going to use this rubric to grade it yourself. Okay. And then what's going to happen is that you are going to go into these journal directions. It says write a journal entry, 2 to 3 paragraphs to reflect upon your preparation, readiness, quiz grade, etc., and create an action plan. An action plan would be a plan to make improvements in your learning. Should have only one M there. Be specific writing. Says I plan on studying more is not an action plan. Make small, realistic goals and explain how you will accomplish these goals. You may use the question below to give you ideas on how to reflect within the journal. Basically, write a journal, and I'll use this rubric then to grade that journal. Make this something that is going to be beneficial to you. It should be something that gets you on the right path to success within the course. And we'll go back to modules here. So that will get you through chapter 7. You'll do the same thing, chapter 8, chapter 9, chapter 10, and those are the only chapters. Okay, so traditionally this class is a 16-week course if you were to take it during the spring or winter, fall and winter and spring semesters. So it is a little bit quicker paced. Like I said, it's 8 weeks. Make sure that you do stay on pace. Don't procrastinate and wait till the last minute to do things. If it's within hours of something being due and you try to get a hold of me, I'm probably not going to get back to you. But if it's a day before it's due, 2 days before it's due, I'll most definitely get back to you and be able to answer your questions. Let's see here if there's anything else we missed. If you have any issues with Canvas, get a hold of the help desk. I'm not going to be able to help with technology issues. I'm mostly going to be able to assist you with content questions. Just want to make sure that we've got everything here. You'll be able to see your grades in here. Okay, I don't want to click on that because it'll populate everybody's name. Student resources. Guess there's nothing uploaded there right now. I think there are some resources down here at the bottom. Yeah, some extra resources here for you in regards to the course. It can be very useful. Like I said, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Again, I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. It should not take more than 24 hours, 48 hours to get a response from me, and most times it's within hours. So please do not hesitate. I'm here to help, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you.